News.
Now, the Senate Committee on Transport is currently in Mombasa probing the Kenya Ferry Service management. The Kenya Ferry Service has in the recent past been on the spot after the deaths of a mother and her child when their vehicle plunged into the Indian Ocean. It is a meeting that's currently underway. Let's just listen in to what's happening.
Which are now over 30 years old. They need to be replaced. And then we also have the access to the ferries. If you look at on the mainland side, it's a big challenge when people are disembarking from the ferry. We need to allow maybe to clear the access so that vehicles and the human traffic that is alighting from the ferry have an opportunity to go out of the ferry and clear the place as soon as possible. And the same thing also occurs on the island side. Maybe most of us have not traveled on foot, but if you are to travel on foot across the ferry, you are first of all put in a cage, sort of, where pickpockets have a free day. And if you are not careful, you lose everything within that. And then after that, now you are released. Like now it's what we call, previously when I was at the university, we used to have an opening ceremony. When the kitchen was being opened at noon, there used to be an opening ceremony where people jostle and push each other so that you can be fast to be served. So the same thing is what is happening here. And that is very, first of all, it's not safe for the pedestrian traffic. Number two, security-wise, it's also not very secure because anything can happen, God forbid, but if you are to have an emergency there, it will be catastrophic, especially during the peak hours in the morning and in the evening. So, as a representative of the people of Mombasa in the Senate, I think it's high time that we come up with proposals on what we can be able to do in order to bring sanity and order in this place. On the mainland side, I think there are some, and the CS transport from the county is here. There are some road reserves on the other side that can be opened up so that all the people and who are coming out of the ferry can walk towards Shell Beach and then connect and get their transport from the other side, rather than all walking on the main road that is not only dangerous, but it also clogs the traffic coming out from the ferry. Thank you, Chairman. And I wish we have a fruitful deliberations.
Thank you, Senator Faki.
All right, the Senate Transport Committee right there meeting with the Kenya Ferry Services Management, including the Managing Director, Bakari Goa, when it comes to the safety of Kenyans who are using the ferry crossing over from Likoni to Mombasa. This is not the first time that the Director of Kenya Ferry Services is meeting the National Assembly committees. Just this week, he met the Transport Committee of the National Assembly, where he said that the ferries that are currently operating are not seaworthy. This is after a report that was written, by the Lloyd's Register, an international company that has been, looking after the worthiness of the ferry.